All right, let's put the metal to the pedal, baby. Today we got Brandon Johnson. This is gonna be interesting. Chicago Red really did it. Like Chicago Red really put it down, especially for Trump and the Republicans. I think they were just voting against the Democrats. I don't think they really die hard for Trump. But a lot of them are die hard for Trump. They got videos of black women on there saying Donald Trump, come on down here, deport these people. We support you. We'll put out the red carpet for you. But the disdain for Brennan Johnson is really really heavy. Like it's off the Richter scale. Like these people seriously got some strong hate for Brandon Johnson. We about to take a look at that right now. I got it ready to rock and roll. So let's see what the citizens of Chi-Town got to say.
This cruel product. I thank you so much for this opportunity to share my thoughts.
Thank you very much for your comments. Our next speaker this morning is Zoe Lee.
State your name.
I, Brandon Johnson.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
They playing
that
them back.
I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of Illinois.
And the Constitution of the State of Illinois.
They playing it
For
back.
nearly 2 years, the city of Chicago has refused to resolve a case that blatantly violates the 5th and 14th Amendment. Instead, they have continued to commit federal law violations and support fraudulent documents filed by City of Chicago Attorney Bradley Wilson. Ironically, the city is prioritizing settling cases against the police, even in instances where individuals shot at officers first, while disregarding clear constitutional and legal breaches in this matter. Democrats love to accuse Trump and Republicans of corruption and constitutional violations.
Chicago Red out there, baby.
Under their leadership in Chicago, black families like mine face the same abuses: constitutional rights ignored, fraudulent actions covered up, and public corruption left unchecked. Mayor Brandon Johnson, you took an oath to uphold the Constitution. Or when you took an oath, was it only intended to fight for the 10th and 14th Amendments regarding illegal aliens? You're paying for votes to pass the budget. Everything about this body and administration is unconstitutional. I keep coming here. You know I've been coming here for 2 years. I don't have to tell you about my case anymore because you know about my case. Mary Richardson Lowry, you know about my case too. And you also took an oath. All of y'all took an oath. Y'all are straight violating the U.S. Constitution. But y'all sit and talk about how Trump.
Now, the people at the bottom, that's at the bottom, like, I don't know. See, I don't know how it's set up, their city council, but the two women at the bottom looks like a white lady and Hispanic lady. They're just carrying on in the conversation like whatever. Like, they just really just not, like, paying attention to the people. Like, they just going on just having, I don't know if they're just, like, recording time or notes or what have you. I don't know if they're part of the government there, but they're just up there having a whole conversation, not even listening to what this lady's saying.
Is so unconstitutional, and how he's going to overturn the government and he's going to do
But that's how most Democrats are, though.
all this. But I've been coming here for 2 years. This is the Democratic Party. This ain't Trump. This ain't Matt Gaetz. We come from the federal level to the state level, to Governor Pritzker, to Kwame Raoul that we cannot find, who's the Attorney General, to you guys fighting for some illegal aliens who haven't put a dime in this country when my mother has a building that the city of Chicago Buildings Department demolished because this disgrace alderman over there, 17th Ward David Moore, didn't do his duty as an alderman. This falls on you. It falls on you. You're the mayor this time.
Y'all thought Lori Lightfoot was bad.
What was the purpose of you raising your right hand? What was the purpose of that? That's crazy.
See, if they did this in every city, like the way Chicago is holding their feet to the fire, I think we really would see a difference, to be honest with you.
You are in violation of the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, the law of the land, the supreme law of the land.
Real quick, but for so long, black majority cities have done nothing and just voted blue no matter who and just whatever was whatever, it kind of became like custom form, like get in office, don't do nothing. But Chicago's changing that. Chicago Red really holding it down for real, for real.
That's crazy.
It is.
Thank you very much for your comments. Our next speaker is Jessica Jackson.
And this actual video was like a whole hour. This is like just a
Now,
condensed.
before you get offended and try to stop me from saying what I'm going to say, you're a biblical person, so you say, just like I am. The Bible speaks of stupidity. The Bible says that the children of Israel were a stupid, stubborn, stiff-necked people.
That's us. That's us.
That was the reason why they couldn't get out the wilderness.
That's us.
The stupidity of this administration. The stupidity of this administration to think that we don't know any better than to know that you all are going to pass that budget.
Really, Democrats really don't. They gave y'all Megan Thee Stallion. When I think it was Joe Biden went to do the interview, he interviewed with Cardi B. That's really what the Democrats think of black people. You know, get your booty to the polls. No voting, no fucking. They really think we're that stupid.
With all those tax increases, the stupidity to think that we don't know that you all could have corrected this
because
stuff
we haven't
a
held
long
them
time
accountable.
ago. The stupidity to think that you all could come with this type of cut, this type of recommendation, and not come with the true accounting of how much money was spent on these illegals. You all have yet to be transparent with that. That's the biggest financial downfall of the city. Yet, there has not been any type of audit, any type of financial accounting for illegal immigration. It is stupidity of this administration to think that we did not know the other day at the budget meeting when they had the law department here, that key members of the law department that sit in here every day, like that Levine, like that other one with the glasses, to think, Mary Richardson, Lori, that you really could make us try to think that the city and the county are so different, so separate, that they don't intertwine with one another, especially when it comes to public corruption. For you to insult people like that. For you all to think that we believe that you did an 800 survey of voters that made you all step back and look at what you were voting on when we stood at this mic. And I told you that if you voted wrong for money, we was coming for them seats. That's where it came from.
They're coming,
not
baby.
Not from no fake 800 people. So now, we're going to continue with what we started. Make you famous Friday. Until you all get it through your thick heads that we not playing.
They not.
Afro Elite pulled the name yesterday for Michelle Harris. And she can sit there and rock like she don't hear it. But everybody knows when you hear your name.
I just said it. Like, they just sitting up there just having a whole conversation like none of this is going on. It's laughable.
The trick of something inside of you. Tune in 6 o'clock on Zoe Lee, Leigh.
Man.
YouTube. We're going to make you famous, Alderwoman Michelle Harris.
Thank you very much.
Chicago Red ain't playing, baby.
Our next speaker is Osiris King.
All these people are like regulars. All these people are like regulars.
Chicago Red.
Chicago Red.
Good morning, Mayor Brandon Johnson. This is my first time seeing you in person. It's really cool, and just not seeing it through the news. My name is Osiris. I'm a young 26.
I heard that name and I thought he was a regular though. But I heard that name Osiris from somewhere.
Year-old man here in Chicago, and I remember when my elementary school in the area that I live in, the Wadsworth Elementary School, was turned into a migrant shelter. And I remember how Democrats talked to us like we were stupid. You need help. The immigrants need help. Y'all gotta work together. They live in poverty. This is something that you have to accept. And they talked to us like we were 5 years old. But y'all want to talk about
Because
Republicans? You literally-
Democrats think y'all 5 years old. They think you ninjas is children. I don't mean to put it like that, but they really think niggas is children. They do. Like they feel like they could just throw anything in front of you and it's just gonna go, because for so long that's how it's been. So you can't blame them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Black people and talking to them like they're stupid. I felt like I was 3 years old, like, okay, like I don't know where Venezuela is on a map. Half of the people who support these migrants probably couldn't point to Venezuela on a map, but a lot of folks are probably wondering, what is this young black kid or young black man doing wearing this hard hat in City Hall today? Well, let me tell you, growing up, my favorite show was Bob the Builder. He wore a very funny yellow hat. This hat is a symbol of Bob the Builder building the wall, building it tall around America, around Chicago. We don't want illegals in our community.
Black people have never been this vocal in their disdain for, illegal aliens. Like, man, I don't ever remember black people being this fervent, because even though living in Los Angeles, we're surrounded. Black people in Los Angeles felt this kind of way, but I guess black people across the country really didn't, because they really wasn't confronted with this magnitude of, Latino immigrants. So,
We don't want migrants terrorizing our own people. And to have y'all sit up here and say we have to accept $70 million being given to them when you got black people who are already struggling and need help, it is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. And this election of Donald Trump represents something that is just more than him winning. This is the end of vote blue no matter who. This is the end of they black, you gotta vote for them. This is the end of Democrats saying lesser than two evils. They did that with Hillary. They did that with Biden. They did that with Kamala. It didn't work this time. People are sick and tired, because nowadays you got to get your hands dirty. You got to come down and talk to the people. You got to give a little to get a little.
Real
Black
work.
people are not falling for the okie doke. A long time ago, y'all would say, black people jump. We say how high. They say stoop down. We say how low. They say go vote Democrat. We would run faster than Usain Bolt to get to the ballot box. But this is the end. And must I also say, people talk about Mayor Brandon Johnson, but he is just a microcosm of the problem in the Democrat Party. I want to talk to Democrats on a national stage. You got in New York City, Black Lives Matter being very upset, and that's fine, but also be very upset about what's going on in Chicago with these black people being terrorized by the migrants, the illegal immigrants, and no one can say anything about it. It's not fair. So at the end of the day, with the time I got left, I want people to think about who really has the power. Democrats think they have the power. Obama, who was an abomination to this entire nation,
Obama obsolete now.
Hillary Clinton and Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi think they got the power. They think they can bully us and we got to stand silent. But people in America everywhere know that we got the power. And we saw Donald Trump.
Thank you very much for your
He kind of give me like Kanye West vibes a little bit. Maybe it's a Chicago thing.
comments.
This is rocking. This is rocking. I
Thank
love
you very
it.
much for your comments. Our next
About
speaker
time you
is
Negroes get mad about
More
something.
Real News. Our next speaker is More Real News.
Y'all like my blue shoes? They hurt.
This is stupid. This nigga goofy.
But that's all you Democrats been giving is pain. I came down here a little bit the same time as Zoe, Miss Jackson, and I've been homeless. My child and I have been on the streets. We actually slept in a car on Thanksgiving because some bogus stuff with some Democrats wouldn't get us in the apartment when the landlord signed the lease on the 22nd. But exactly, they can get the illegals in. You can get them in, you can get them in, Brandon, can you? You can give everything to them, even though I gave you information on how the shelters treat our people, etc. But y'all can build these nice shelters and put them in these nice hotels, you know. But, you know, I got a little stability now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be speaking a little
Brandon Johnson really sitting up there like he really don't give a damn.
different and a little better. I ain't going to cuss you out like they told me not to.
I
I ain't
want
gonna
to.
get you. I ain't gonna get you. Because I'm not fake here. It's just that I'm a real man and a real father. So I feel a different hurt than maybe you do. And that makeup ain't for him. Don't crack jokes on him. That's for his wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm natural. My wife is natural. We will. I ain't faking. I ain't faking and saying, excuse me, I'm not faking and saying who I am. I tell them all the time, I'm a Moorish American, whether who like it or not. I stand on that. I ain't faking like Miss Clay, Islam, and more and things like that. You ain't even got a bay on your name. Stop faking. I ain't faking like Jeanette Taylor, claiming, oh, we for the people, and then vote something different against the people. And I'm running for alderman in that ward, in 20th ward. And I'm standing on that 20 of a love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So the streets know what I'm talking about. I'm running for that ward. A real man, a real person for the community, a real person that y'all know came for nothing. I've been down here, came for nothing, from the ground floor. Even when we was homeless, I still dressed nice and represented as a man, and as a father, and as a leader. And also prophesied things down here. And the well is my comrades. We prophesied go red. We prophesied we gonna get Trump up in here.
It fulfilled itself too.
That red look nice on you, Miss Coleman. You always look like a stripper, but anyway,
okay,
we gonna get you.
Okay, that's it. Shut his mic off. Your time is
Yeah,
up,
he kinda
sir.
bad
Excuse
for
me.
him.
You will not insult people on this floor. Your time is up.
Excuse me.
Back, please.
Speakers are reminded that people of all ages are listening to public comments, and we ask that you please refrain from personal attacks and using profanity. Thank you very much.
If you continue.
Yeah. So that actual video is like an hour long, and you can go. I'll see if I can leave it in the links below, what have you. But yeah, that's where it's at, man. Chicago ain't playing. Chicago Red is on, man. This whole thing, and I think this is gonna happen in a lot of Democrat cities because people are tired. You know, especially black people, man. We're tired of being told, oh, we can't do this. We don't got a budget for that. We don't got a budget for this. But then all these people who just show up last night, you could put them in hotels. You can give them $10,000 food stamps, all this other stuff, and we're here struggling. So it is what it is, though. So I think definitely, Chicago's going to be making some big changes. Will they go Republican full time? I think only while Trump's in, but I definitely can't see them going back Democrat, though. That would just be something, I don't know. I can't see myself doing Democrat either. But yeah, definitely, that's the video for today. We'll check on the next episode, see what that's about, and we'll see you later.